Keep him right around the 1.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal from the 1. Winston sneaking it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Nick Vanette. Fine work there on the touchdown run, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
The score is Saints 7, Lions 0. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for Detroit. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be a 2nd down. Here's Goff. And in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Working out of the gun, Winston. going for the deep ball. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to have it here just past the 25.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Winston now. Thomas brings it in. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jameis Winston, as the first half is winding down, and the Saints have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a carry for Swift. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
That's good for a Lions first down.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this one is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gaud.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaud, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Trying to lay one up deep. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Goff throwing complete for Swift. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Goff throwing again. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
That's another Detroit Lions first down.
Goff on first down. He gets this complete to Cephas. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as...
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds.
He may go back to the home and have a little discussion with his passer. You know, maybe you don't have to leave me quite that much. But on that play, bailed him out in a big way, didn't he?
He did indeed. Hey, at least he gets to put it on. Touchdown! It's complete. T.J. Hawkinson. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. extra point by Seibert up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Kamara. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here we go with Kamara. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's gone. He'll drop this one off to Swift. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a throw here to his running back, and they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st down, gone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now gone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
his end zone. Winston. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Winston from his end zone on third down. And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. And not much to speak of. Call it a one-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9, Winston buying time to his left. It's brought in by Harris. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big-time play there for New Orleans. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Winston. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Adam Troutman from 13 yards out. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. They juked him. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They go play action. Winston. Escaping the pressure right. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They run. It's Kamara. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Lions will take over. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some splaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. By going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions in the post-game press conference.
Makes the rest of this fourth quarter and the rest of this game very interesting. They'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. I got you, 45.
Now it's gone. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
A gain of 21 yards. First down.
Winston. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Here's Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And he will be out of bounds. So, partner, that means we got some free football. We're headed to overtime. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now this throw caught left side, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts. Maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I counted it.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw is Goff. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Marcus Davenport picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Meanwhile, Winston throw complete there to Thomas. And they work this out past the 25. Backed up deep in their own territory. They were in search of a cushion, and the cushion was found.
And you have to think total game, even in overtime. As a head coach, field position still counts in this spot. So they had to get out from the shadow of their own goal line, get themselves some breathing room. Obviously, that helps them on offense, but it may help their defense, too. Might be necessary here in OT.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Play fake. Winston. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okuda. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. On 4th down, Goff. This is caught inside the 15. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. To try again after the sack. Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Goff now to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
A loss of 7.
Here we go on 4th. Goff flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back.
Is a turnover on downs.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored. That's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather...
Oh, and it's intercepted! Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. 1 overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A huge play there in overtime. Explosion plays always break the back of a defense. In overtime to put them in the red zone, that was huge.
I like your description there because when you get an explosion play, now people are really scrambling on defense. Now they're looking to each other. Who's going to step up? Who's going to make the play? Offensive guys have the momentum. Now they're in the red zone. They've got to be thinking attack, trying to get it into the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing, Jones. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Opening minute and already a trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. On the give, this is Harris. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easy.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. There he goes, right side. He's at the 30. 10. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now Jones. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Alec Ogletree.
And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Not much there, only a yard.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Fields.
Eluding the pressure right.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we see in the colleges delivered.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And the catch made by Johnson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Jones now throwing on first down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. To throw again on second down. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Myers. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd and 1.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On first down, Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Off the play fake, Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the Bears will take over possession here up at the 44. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put him in command before intermission. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get 3, but it looks like a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That'll be caught downfield by Bird. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 35 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is, when the pressure's on, can you throw a touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out.
There he goes left side. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw. Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry from 13 yards out. And the Patriots get a score closer. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bears take over first down.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here this first half. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm, but sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Throwing again is Fields.
Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there.
On first down, Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now it's Fields.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
3rd and long. It's Fields.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
He's going to try and go deep again. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
These two teams currently going over their final halftime adjustments. We are just about set to get back to it in the second half. And for the call, let's go back to Soldier Field and Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20.
He got no feet.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields,
83 yards.
and the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one, and this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you, and let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Harris. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback and expect.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll run it here. This is James White. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. He's got his man. It's White. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 40.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Harris. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 2nd and inches. Jones, complete. Hunter Henry with a grab.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I'm glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Here's Harris. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Jones. Touchdown. Hunter Henry, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
When it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson.
And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
On 2nd down, it's Harris. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off-play action. Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
They pitch it out to Montgomery. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
Okay, baby, I see you.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lightning speed there from the safety Devin McCourty on the sack.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Demir Bird, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Myers. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. From the 39, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll look to throw again.
Goes right back to Smith again.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a first down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw again. That's complete to White. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it.
And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. White.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. James White punching it in from a yard away.
And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
They'll try and throw for it. And that's caught at the 2. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Off play action, Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing Jones. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Eddie Goldman, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now Jones. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive under pressure, and down he goes. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Marquise Goodwin, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears add on.